recorded in front of a live studio audience.
Despite maybe my better judgment, I'm driving over to my brother-in-law's house. Today's been kind of an odd day. It was hard. It was a long day. We've got to wake up stupid early, like 3 a.m. early, to get to this job site where they're doing something at 4 a.m. Crazy stuff. But Colin just lost his uncle. The guy was a surrogate uncle to me. He means a lot to me. He was a great guy. I know he meant a ton to Colin. So, you know, and for those who don't know who Colin is, Colin's my agent. Colin's Sarah's brother, so my brother-in-law. But on top of all that, just seeing Colin, I saw my buddy Clayne, like I mentioned earlier, and I don't know. It's just I feel like time is important, and if I can spend a little time with people away from family when I'm not with my wife and kids, and I get a chance to see people I don't get to see all the time, then I guess it's worth it. Being a little extra sleepy, I got Stumptown. Shout out to Stumptown. And I got some other stuff to son of a bee, I'm there. Get me up and going, so like, I don't know, I'll deal with it. We'll shoot hard tomorrow. I'll get some sleep at some point. 3 a.m. though, that's brutal. But that's what we're doing. And you'll meet Colin. Here's Colin. Hello. Say hello, Colin.
Hello! How are
Always
ya?
vlogging? Good. I'm stinky.
Oh, that's okay. I was earlier, but I
just sent you a text.
I know.
was like, he must be in the bathroom.
That's what it is.
I thought Colin was in the bathroom. I was like...
Open that fridge right there through there so I can cover this with top shelf.
Of course.
Are we...
Yeah, you just got straight introduced. Straight legit introduced. No, it's not live.
He just records it.
Is there a bottle top popper?
There's one.
yeah.
That's the one from Mudrick.
Oh yeah, sure is one of them cheap insignias.
Yeah. I think Mom paid $5 for it when we on those little yard sales.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's hilarious.
And then I just have the Fire Stick plugged into it. And,
Oh, so you can stream?
yeah, we can do direct TV out here.
It's nice, man.
Yeah, direct TV out here.
It's improved since last time I saw it even.
Yeah, this is what's got to get fixed.
You're gonna be on camera forever, bro.
Huh?
It's part of the show.
Yeah,
That was Dwight's egg. I was talking about Dwight earlier. That's Dwight's egg. He's a hell of a smoker. He made some best bacon I've ever had. Next to Billy. Billy still champion, but Dwight will be number 2 forever. I think I just covered up the mic.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No. No. Y'all know I hate some spiders. I'm like Dame drops all of a sudden. This spider right here. That is a big son of a bitch. So yeah, Dwight was, I was pretty close with Dwight. Not, super close. Not like Colin close, but I was close with Dwight. And one of the things I enjoyed about him, my own uncle kind of disowned me and this side of the family a long time ago and does his own thing. I haven't seen him in years. He's never even met my kids, though I grew up with his. Just one of those things, like people change. But Dwight was never that way. So, Dwight was pretty sincere. Like, he liked a lot of the same things I do. Like, we both like to shoot guns. We would talk about guns. We both like to smoke meats. We would talk about smoking meats. We would go to a place called Meat Boss and have lunch every once in a while. Or he'd swing by the office and just hang out. He was cool. He was the cool uncle. And we often didn't agree. Politically, we weren't on the same page a lot of times, but the great part was he didn't care, and I didn't either. It was never thrown in each other's faces. Like, we saw past all that stuff. So it was like a very nice, it was a good relationship. It was good, and I got wisdom from him and heard stories and great stuff. So he'll definitely be missed. I know I'll really miss him, and I know the family is obviously going to miss him. But I'm also happy that he's not suffering, because he was going through a tough time. He had COPD, and that's what ultimately took his life. you make mistakes when you're young, and then you pay for them later on sometimes. And the older you get, the more you realize, like I said earlier, time is something that's pretty important. It's pretty magical. So, you know, now I have a greater respect for time, not just because of his passing, but just growing up. That's just what happens. So, made it back and had to change my shirt because the Uber driver we rode with last night in Atlanta, I think, had just finished smoking like 7 bowls. So now I'm at the memorial. In the South, when someone passes away, we have a lot of food. Dwight was a big barbecue guy, so of course we're having barbecue from a place called Meat Boss, which is delicious. If you're ever down this way, it's worth taking a detour for good food. This isn't a food show, but you can clearly see, based on my gut and my fat face, that food is part of my life. But this probably won't taste as good as it normally does, just because it's a little bit bittersweet. Plus, I got to see my kids for the first time in a while. We'll see how it happens. I'm sure there's a nice air conditioner noise all through this because it is too hot to turn it off.
Come on, rider, 'cause I long to talk to you.
You know how it is. I gotta be a little bro. Little flash collar. Like the Collins meet. Now you might be asking yourself, why the 3 a.m. wake-up call, and was it worth it to see Colin? Absolutely worth it, but so was waking up this early. Here is the absolute smallest legal amount I can show you. It was ridiculously beautiful.
Da 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 da.